Get me that 6. We need more pounds.
Hi, I'm Madison Dylan, and I play Alexis on Femme Fatales, which is the best show ever on Cinemax HBO. I love it. My character is in, she actually first makes her appearance in an episode called Girls Gone Dead, and it has Charlie O'Connell, which is our guest star, and it's very much like Girls Gone Wild. So it's like Joe France and the girls. I mean, I don't want to name names. I just did right now. So, but it's very much like that whole mentality. Very dark. He has the most gruesome death I could possibly imagine. He actually dies he's hung, and he's standing on this gigantic ice cube. So he's standing up there, and the ice cube melts slowly, and he's slowly hung. He's it's terrible. So that's where we were first introduced. And I was with Catherine Annette, which plays my best friend in pretty much all the episodes that we've done, which is great. And it's funny because I actually did not like her at first, and I like everybody. And the reason being was because she was in character when I first met her, and she plays that manipulative bitch character, of course. So I'm like, whoa, who is this girl? I don't know if I like her too much. But then now she's like my best friend. We room together all the time. I just love her with all my heart. So that was our first appearance together. And then finale of first season, we got brought back in Visions, which is, I think, the second time they started bringing back characters. So we started to be reintroduced so the audience knew us more. So it was spectacular. It was probably my favorite part of Femme Fatales, is being brought back, and you see the crew again, you see the cast again, and you're working with other people from other episodes, and you're all blending now. So it's a cool experience, I guess. I like it a lot. It's very film noir, the finale. So Visions Part 1 and 2, so it's more like Hitchcocky, like a Hitchcock type film, which is great. I love Hitchcock. I have all of his movies ever. And then second season, we got brought back again with So second season we have Vivica Fox that came in, and we got to Catherine Annette and I got to come in and work with her, which was the best experience ever. I walk in, so Vivica, she's going over her monologue. She has this monologue. She's like, it's where she's supposed to be screaming at us. So she's like, blah, in character, trying to go over it. And so I'm behind her. I'm like, haven't met her yet. So I'm like, okay, I'm wondering when I should introduce myself, I'm doing the scene with her or whatever, but she's going over this thing. I'm like, she's terrifying. I'm not gonna interrupt her right now. So we go straight into the scene. So she's yelling, and we're supposed to be terrified, but I'm really terrified. But then when they say cut, she turns around, she goes, what's up, girlfriend? How's it going? I was like, oh my gosh, hi. She was great to work with, though. She ended up being just amazing. So great, so professional. Great person to work with. Oh my goodness, so me and Catherine and Tiffany, which you met over there, we're all in, and actually Carly Baker, who was on first season Femme Fatales, just recently has been added to Monster School, a movie that we're working on right now and promoting here as well. So we're at booth 4244, and it's basically a mixture of X-Men probably meets Harry Potter, I would guess, but we have Doug Jones and Claire Kramer and Tony Todd, great people who actually play themselves, and it's basically a school for troubled children who learn to deal with their inner monsters. So their parents send them away thinking they're troubled, and the teachers at the school are like Doug Jones and Claire Kramer, Tony Todd, Candyman, hey, we play monsters on TV. It's the only true place we can show our real face at. So we'll teach you how to deal with becoming a monster, because when these kids hit puberty, they start to transform and they don't know what's happening to them, and they're turning into monsters. It's crazy, but it's so much fun too. We start filming, it's actually, the comic book is completely done. We have a comic book and graphic novel that are coming out first. Then we start filming in March. So we start filming, and Joe Dante is in talks of directing this right now. So you've been meeting with him a lot, which is Gremlins. Of course, you have to know Joe Dante. I love him. So I really, really am hoping for the best with that as well. So it's great to be here for that, and with Femme Fatales, because Femme Fatales is my family too, and it's just nice, and it's the best show ever. I just love working on it. I would do it till I die.
Thank you so much for taking the
Thank you so much. I've had so much fun.
Get me that 6. We need more pounds.